Hello everyone, I am Ricky and welcome to today's edition of the Mouse Bites. The Mouse Bites are your latest Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, and Universal Orlando news. Now we are starting at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, and that is because this resort will be seeing a massive refurbishment here over the next few months. Now Disney has released some more information about what guests are going to be able to experience when they step foot in this newly refurbished arena. So guests will be greeted with a brand new porte-cochere, which is going to be updated with the iconic mid-20th century architecture the Polynesian is famous for. Now, colors, patterns, textures, those all can be currently found in the resort. They will still be utilized, but the new entrance is going to include a new high-pitched open truss roof covered in a thatch style. Now, there will also be updates to the facade, which is going to feature colors that complement the longhouses at the resort. There will also be enhancements to the gardens and the fountains that can be found at the front of the resort. Now, keep in mind, as a reminder, the porte-cochere front entrance and the front desk will be closing on September 28th. Now, in addition, guests will also be able to experience a brand new monorail station, which is going to feature bold new wooden screens that will be covered with geometric patterns in bright tropical colors. The monorail station, as a reminder, is going to be closing on November 2nd. Now, updates are also going to be made to the entryway inside the Great Ceremonial House, which is going to add dramatic lighting, including beautiful chandeliers inspired by the glass floats, fishing nets, and oversized bamboo elements. These chandeliers are going to match the chandeliers that already can be found inside the lobby. As a reminder, work is going to begin on the lobby part beginning on October 4th, and hours of the restaurants and shops are going to be adjusted, so just kind of keep that in mind. It was also previously announced that the guest rooms would be seeing some sort of update with inspiration that comes from the film of Moana. Now, Disney's Polynesian Village Resort is set to open in the summer of 2021, and this is all going to be done to tie in with the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. Moving over to Hawaii, guests are soon going to be able to experience the fantastic Hawaiian resort Aulani, a Disney resort and spa in Ko'olina on the island of Oahu in Hawaii, beginning on November 1st. Now, Hawaii recently announced that they would be offering a pre-arrival testing program for those who are traveling from out of state. This is allowing Disney to reopen their resort on the island. The reopening, however, will be a phased reopening, and Disney will be focusing on the health and safety of their guests, cast, and community. Now, this reopening is going to make sure to take into consideration the guidance of local and national government and health authorities, including the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, as well as the U.S. Travel Association and Disney's own team of health and safety experts. Now, Disney is going to, of course, continually evaluate and adjust the reopening process along the way as circumstances change. Now, for those who've missed it, guests can currently book reservations for Aulani to stay in 2021. So if you are eyeing a stay in Aulani, 2021 could very well be your year. Now, last but not least, Universal Orlando Resort recently tested a Halloween Horror Nights Light, basically, let's kind of call it. So guests were able to experience 2 of the haunted houses at Universal Studios Florida. Those 12 and under could go trick-or-treating at Islands of Adventure. Guests could dress in family-friendly costumes and more. Now, guests who visited that weekend of the test quickly found that the haunted houses, well, they hit capacity pretty darn quickly, almost as soon as the park opened. So, Universal has decided to extend their event from October 3rd through November 1st. Now, once again, the 2 haunted houses that were offered will be offered on a regular basis during the day. They are going to be Universal Monsters, The Bride of Frankenstein Lives, and The Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. Now, guests will need to use the official Universal Orlando Resort app to make reservations in the virtual line, which is the only way you'll be able to see these 2 haunted houses. Guests can also, new for this Halloween light, guests can look for Beetlejuice hanging out on Hollywood Boulevard at Universal Studios Florida. There is the Scarecrow Stalk, which is allowing guests to take part in a scavenger hunt across Universal Studios Florida. And then, as a reminder, trick-or-treating will still be allowed over at Islands of Adventure for those who are 12 and under. And yes, guests may still dress in costume. Of course, appropriate costumes are going to be the key. That's going to do it for all the news that I have for you today. Make sure you follow along with the Mouse for Less on all of our social sites. So you've got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest. Also, we have a fantastic contest that's going on right now, so you can find out the details about that on our Instagram as well as our Facebook page, and you can see how you can win a fantastic fall prize pack. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. You can visit themouseforless.com and hit the newsletter button at the top. And there are 2 newsletters that you can choose from. There's great money-saving tips, news, and more in those 2 newsletters. If you want to book a trip, say you want to head to Aulani, or you want to go to Universal Orlando to see some of the Halloween stuff, or even, you want to go to Walt Disney World, or you can visit our friends at the Magic for Less Travel. They would be more than happy to assist you in booking your vacation, and you can get a free, no obligation quote by visiting themagicforless.com. That's going to do it for me. I hope you all have a great weekend. We'll see you the next time on The Mouse Bites.